What's going on YouTube? It's Coast by Coast here bringing you another video. Today we're going to do a mid fade, and as you can tell he has dreads on top, so we're not going to cut into the top, and we're just going to clean up everything else for him, make sure everything is really sharp. The guard that we're going to use is going to be a one guard open. Later on I might come back and close that just to smooth it out a little bit, but right now we are starting with a one open. And to start off, we're going to take our slim line and punch in our bald line. Normally I would use a detailer. This day I painted them. At Sean Cuts Hair helped me paint those, so you'll see those hopefully in the next tutorial. After we start off balding him out, we're going to go in with our clipper lever all the way open, setting in our initial guide. Once we do that, we're going to go back in with the lever halfway open, fading down within our 1-inch section that we're working on. Then changing over to the clipper with the lever all the way closed, and if needed we will go back in with our trimmer. And this is my first time cutting this guy, just luckily had time for a walk-in when he came in. After we have our first section done, we're going to use our one guard lever all the way open, flicking up into the top, which was our one guard open with the grain, and we're just going to smooth out these lines by slowly closing the lever, going halfway and then all the way closed. Now I'm going to grab my half guard and go halfway open, flicking into the middle of our section right there. We're just going to cut the color, so we're just going to smooth out these spots again. When I cut hair, I always go one step up, but then I fade back down. So I must have seen some spots that weren't coming out with a half guard, and now I'm going to go back in with the lever all the way open, just using the corners of my blade, flicking out any unnecessary darkness. And right here is what I was talking about. We're going to go back in with the one guard, and this time I use the lever closed, just making sure that that hair is nice and laid down. And then after you do that, you're going to want to take the same guard and flick into going against the grain. And guys, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, so I'm going to speed this side up just a little bit more and kind of let you guys just watch it, and I won't talk as much. If you guys haven't already, there's my Instagram in the corner. Go follow me at Cuts by Coast. Currently I'm working on getting a logo so that I can brand myself a little bit better, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to make a couple shirts or something and sell it online, so you guys just stay tuned for that information. He said he's going to start my logo about Thursday of this week, and then it's about a 2-week process, and if everything goes well I'll link you guys to the guy that I'm getting this logo created by, and hopefully you guys will be able to have one made for you as well. And guys, you could really stop the fade here, but that's what's the difference between a $15 haircut and a $25 or $30 haircut. You just want to go back in and always retrace your steps and just make sure that you're not missing any spots. And this guy has the same hair texture as my last client that I posted, the drop fade with waves. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. I'll put the link in the bio. But that hair that you can use a Gold FX and it just looks like you used a shaver on him already. And like I said, it's a first time client. I didn't use a shaver on him to avoid any skin irritation on his first time being into the shop. After we're going to do our open section, we will move into the one guard open and fade down, just the same steps as we always do. I just want to go over these steps one last time before we get into doing some enhancement in the lineup and everything like that. We're going to start with our lever all the way open. After we do that about 1.5 inches up, then we're going to take our lever halfway open After we set that guide, we're gonna go back and fade down using the lever halfway open and then all the way closed, followed by our 0 guard or half guard, whatever you call it. We're gonna take that and just knock out that bottom line. And if it doesn't take it out, we will use our clipper all the way open. In order to provide the perfect hairline, what you're going to do is, for a person with dreads or braids that has that little front row right there, you're going to want to take the guard just one lower than what you did on the sides, just to provide the crispiest you can. After that, you want to use some hairspray to lock in the hair, which I didn't record, but you're going to want to take your hand and cover their eyes and spray some hairspray on their forehead before lining up the hair. And guys, really to take this haircut to the next level, we're going to use our Sean Cuts Hair color card and our Tune 45 Onyx Black No Drip. This is just a way to charge more for a service and really enhance your service and kind of set yourself apart from other barbers in your area. If you're from a place like I am, there's no other barbers in town doing this stuff. And if they are, they're not doing it as well as us, because none of them are using the Sean Cuts Hair color card. You know, you use business cards, you can make that X on their hairline. You don't want that, so that's why it's so important to have that. And here I am using a colored pencil, just gonna use that and then go back in, clear up the line with our trimmer just to soften it, and then we're gonna use a straight razor to make sure that we get it as crispy and as sharp as we can. So here we are, this is the finishing piece to this haircut, using our straight razor to make sure that any lines pop, and also to clean up where we use the pencil to initiate that ash line look to the haircut. And this shot is super crispy. I didn't really pay attention. I could have shaved off his sideburns in order to make the best haircut I could have on him. He was a first time client, so I didn't really ask too many questions. I just did what he asked and we kept it moving. And guys, that is the finished haircut. Please let me know what you guys think. Leave me a like, a comment, subscribe. It's Cuts by Coast, and I'm out of here.